Well, times are tough, no doubt, so it's no surprise that student loan defaults are up.
But what might surprise you is that Arizona actually tops this list. ABC 15's Jody Heisner is joining us live from ASU. And Jody, people out of work right now going back to school, that might be the best option, but there will be loans to pay off.
Yeah, certainly, Nicole. And one of the scariest things for new grads and current students is the fact that these loans never go away. Let me show you what we're talking about as far as these default rates go. Here in Arizona, as you said, we top the list at 10.9%, followed closely by Arkansas and then by Iowa. The national average right now is a default rate of 7%. Now, joining me this morning is Mike Sullivan with Consumer Credit Counselor nonprofit Take Charge America. Mike, first of all, are these students totally out of options?
No, you're never totally out of options. You should always contact your lender, see if perhaps you could get a different repayment plan, maybe one that's income-based, see if you can get a deferment. If you can't get deferment, perhaps a forbearance. Maybe you can find a public service job that'll get rid of some of the debt, or perhaps you can go back to school.
Now, let's talk a little bit, though, because private loans, these are going to be much harder to deal with.
Private loans have very few options. Again, the lender may give you some of those options. You can always ask, but by and large, private lenders do not give you any grace, yet they have the same right to collect as the public loans.
Now, if you are in fear of defaulting, you say going back to school might be a good option. Why is that? That seems like it would just rack up more debt.
Well, for one thing, it gives you an automatic deferment, so you know you don't have to make payments. And although you may be taking on more debt, maybe this time you'll be a little bit smarter and you'll perhaps spend less for the education and perhaps go into a field where you're more likely to earn enough to actually make those payments, which perhaps you didn't do the first time.
All right, thanks for joining us this morning. A lot of options to think about for many people who are in this tough situation. Reporting live in Tempe, Jody Heisner, ABC 15 News.